gentlemen, welcome back to another episode with our reigning, defending Stanley Cup champions of 2032, the Seattle Kraken. Here we are. Welcome back, everybody. We're so happy to be back. A look at our Stanley Cup winning roster here, our top guys. An unbelievable season from everybody. As you look at their accolades, there it is, the Stanley Cup. All around, what a great team. Jet Greaves here at an 83 overall, the starting goalie who helped us win it all. And there it is. He also took home the Conn Smythe. What a great season from our Seattle Kraken. Let's check out the awards on the season, see if anybody won anything individually. So we have Austin Matthews with the Art Ross. That's his fourth straight year, by the way. 4 straight years of the Art Ross for Matthews. The Hart goes to Makar, as well as a Norris. Yeah, 4 straight Norrises there for Makar. Nylander with his third Lady Bang in the last 4 seasons. Chubarov there for the Sharks, takes home the Calder. Jet Greaves with the Conn Smythe. Stuart Skinner with the Vezina. What the is this game? The last 4 Vezina winners: Stuart Skinner, Kevin Lankinen, Aiden Hill, and Logan Thompson. What? I don't understand. I actually don't Okay. Spencer Knight takes home the Jennings. The Masterton goes to Clark. Todd McClellan with the Red Wings takes home the Jack Adams. The Selke goes to Matthews. 2 straight years of Ted Lindsay. 4 straight years in Matthews. Rocket Richard goes to Matthews. And that's that. Yeah. So a final look at our playoff tree as we take home the Stanley Cup here. We took down the Minnesota Wild in 6 games in the first round. The Sharks in 5 games. The Avs also in 5 games. And the Sabres also in 5 games. So we had a 6-game first round, and the rest of the way we only took 5 games. So it was a kind of, I wouldn't say an easy road for us, but a shorter road. So without further ado, let's simulate to the draft. We have the draft coming up. The Nashville Predators are going to jump from 3-1 to take home the first overall pick. Look at some of the retired players here. Stamkos on the Avs announces his retirement. Barkov, Scheifele, Miller, Forsberg. Our former player, Jared McCann, on the Islanders now announces his retirement. So congratulations to him. Another one of our former players, Andrei Burakovsky, who we brought back for a couple seasons, he announces his retirement. Brandon Montour, another former Kraken member, announces his retirement. Jaden Schwartz, Chandler Stevenson as well. This is a very sad season for us. A lot of former Kraken members announcing their retirement. So without further ado, let's jump into the draft here. The Nashville Predators with the first overall pick. Let's take a look at the draft class. Taylor McAllister, medium elite. There's a couple medium elites here that they could go for. Patrick, Calico. So they do have options, but McAllister is the projected first choice. And that's who they go with there. Taylor McAllister, an 81 overall medium elite. Insane point production there. 6'5". I mean, with the 6'5", 212 stature, yeah, you definitely have to be a power forward. The Flyers go with Patrick second overall. They've done that before. And Calico here to the Islanders at 3rd. So that's 3 medium elites going in the top 3. We're going to simulate to our pick here. We have the 27th pick, which do we have 2 picks? We do have 2 picks, yes. Yep, so we do have 2 picks in the final 6 picks of the draft. We did acquire this pick last episode, the 27th pick, so we will make that selection. Let's look at our options here first. So with our first pick here, the 27th pick, we're going to take Danny Black here from Sudbury. So Danny Black, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Medium top 6 forward there. Not too bad for a late first round pick, I guess. And yeah, he's a sniper there. 13 goals on the season. We'll simulate the next few picks to our 32nd pick. Look at what the other options we had were. Mostly top 6 forwards, top 9 forwards. And so with the final selection in the first round, the Seattle Kraken are going to take Nicholas Morrison here. He's projected a medium elite. I mean, decent stats. Once again, it is a late first round pick here. So Nicholas Morrison, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Now we have to go all the way back to even figure out what his potential is. Okay, medium top 9 potential there, two-way forward. All right, on to the final pick of the second round here. The Seattle Kraken back on the board. So with our second round selection, we're going to take Richard Prokop here from, I believe that's the Czech League. So Richard Prokop, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Let's go all the way back once again. Okay, yeah, low top 6 forward, so not too shabby at all. The Islanders right behind us there getting a low elite. Yeah, and the Flyers as well, a low elite. So here we are in the third round now. So with our third round selection here, we're going to be taking Manny Whitman here from the Barrie Colts. Manny Whitman, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. And he is a medium top 9 forward there. Our fourth round pick went to the Carolina Hurricanes. So here we are for the fifth round. Which in the fifth round, we're going to be going with Artem Filatov here, a low top 6 forward. Artem Filatov, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. As you can see there, yeah, low top 6 defenseman, 59 overall. Our sixth round selection here, we're going to be going with Calle Jorgensen. So, Calle Jorgensen, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. And yeah, another low top 6 defenseman there, a two-way player. And that's gonna be it for our entry draft, as we don't have a seventh round pick. As you can see, all of our selections there, two first round selections for our Seattle Kraken. And yeah, on to the free agency frenzy. Now we shift our focus on re-signing our free agent players. A look at our free agents. Our biggest UFA, no doubt, is definitely Shane Wright. We have to get him signed, and we do have, where is he? Zane Parekh there at a 90 overall. He is an RFA, so we will have to work our magic here, get everybody re-signed. So let's do that. Here's our offer to Shane Wright, 6.9 for 5 years. We'll offer that to him, and he'll get back to us. Of course, our offer to our top defenseman here, Zane Parekh, 10.225 for 6 years. We'll offer that to him, no clause, and he'll get back to us as well. Zane Parekh will accept his offer here, remaining a member of the Seattle Kraken for the next 6 seasons. As well as Shane Wright there, he's going to accept his contract as well. Alright, so here we are, July 1st, Canada Day and Free Agency Day. That is today, so let's look at our free agent options here. As you can see, Rasmus Dahlin there at a 94 overall, 32 years of age. I mean, yeah, he's the top free agent there. The Buffalo Sabres letting go of him. And Zach Benson, yeah, a 91 overall there. Michkov up there as well. We have Lane Hudson, a lot of big names here. And, I mean, yeah. But there is one offer here that I would like to make for a player. We will throw our hat in the mix for Lane Hudson, $12 million by 7. No clause involved. We'll submit that there, and he'll get back to us. But, yeah, that's really it. I mean, I like Lane Hudson just because he's a younger player. He would fit our team very, very well. He would complement that pairing with Adam Fox or Zane Parekh, really. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it. Lane Hudson has accepted our move to the Seattle Kraken. Once again, another successful free agency day here. I mean, we just shot that in the dark, and it went in. Lane Hudson, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. Yeah. Yeah. We've improved our already competitive team. Lane Hudson, welcome aboard, buddy. Here we are for season number 8 of our Seattle Kraken franchise mode. As you can see, Lane Hudson there rocking the number 48 for us. Vince Dunn back on the captain duties. The Stanley Cup winning captain, I should say. Let's take a look at our lines here. An absolutely stacked +5 first line here of William Eklund, Matty Beniers, and Cole Caulfield. Second line of Will Cooley, Shane Wright, and Joaquin Kamel for a +1. Victor Eklund, Berkeley Catton, Jimmy Snuggerud there for another +1. And Edward Chalet, Eli Tolvin, and Capo Caco, all original Kraken members here on the fourth line. And an absolutely stacked defense here. A +3 of Vince Dunn and Zane Parekh, Lane Hudson and Adam Fox at a +4, and Owen Power and Ty Nelson at a +2. I will say this, though. I think there is a move coming on the defensive end. Because as you can see here, our scratched is all left defensemen. I do want to get Pedro Frank into the lineup for sure. It's very unfortunate. Two original Kraken members, Ty Nelson, Riker Evans, undoubtedly two legends, and of course forever Stanley Cup champions. But we are going to try to facilitate a move here. We have the Calgary Flames, who they do have a first round pick here. We are going to try to go for that, and we'll send that over, and they will accept Ty Nelson, Riker Evans to the Calgary Flames for their first round pick. So here are defensive pairings now, and Owen Power and Adam Fox bumped up to a +5. Pedro Frank there at a +5 as well on the bottom pair with Vince Dunn. So Lane Hudson does get a bump up to the first line with Zane Parekh. And that's going to be our team for the season. So without further ado, let's jump into the season simulation here. The 2032-2033 season. And our reign as Stanley Cup champions begins today. The very first game of the season, like we always play here, will be against the New York Rangers at MSG. So without further ado, let's jump in. Season number 8. The Stanley Cup champions, the Seattle Kraken, are in New York to take on the Rangers in game number 1, and we are so excited to get this season started. The title defense begins today. Let's go Kraken, baby. Here we are. Let's start this off hot. Big hit there by Lane Hudson. As you can see, the first look of the newest member of the Seattle Kraken, Lane Hudson. Eklund throws on a shot there. That's blocked off. Correct. Back to Hudson. How do I do his famous head fake here? Guess we can't really do that. Power wins that off the draw. They're up to Cooley. Back to Power. Back to Fox. Wright has it. Wright skates in. He's got Power. I don't know what that was. I didn't mean to backhand that. Big hit there on Briam. Big hit there. It's now up to Cooley. Cooley up to Wright. Try to look for options. He got Power with the one-timer. He can't get that off. Ooh, try to play that up to Snuggerud. That will be icing unless Victor Eklund gets there, which he does. Great hustle there by Victor Eklund. Catton, I think he got hooked, so that will send us to the power play unless we can get something here. Frank with a shot. Bounces back to Chalet. No, Frank gets it. Oh, looking for the one-timer there for Dunn. No. Oh, my God. Okay. That could have ended very badly there. We almost put it in our own net. Delayed penalty still going on. Maybe we'll try to carry this into the next period, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. So the Seattle Kraken will start the second period here on the power play. Pinto poked away by Fox, a former Ranger. Let's try to get this out as we now are on the power play. So let's get deep into their zone. Let's capitalize. Caulfield out in front. Good save there by Shesterkin. Back to Eklund. Back to Cooley with the shot. Oh, he had Caulfield in front as well. And nobody can get it in there. Still a minute 28 left on the power play. Hudson with the shot, he scores! Lane Hudson quarterbacks the power play in his first shot as a member of the Seattle Kraken. He gets a power play goal. The newest member of the Kraken gets the first goal of the season here. And I didn't expect that to go in, to be honest, but it did. And the Seattle Kraken have a 1-0 lead here in New York. Lane Hudson, 44 seconds into the period, into the power play, gets his first goal as a member of the Kraken. Power and Beniers here. Former Michigan teammates. A shot there. Caulfield on the backhand. What a save by Shesterkin under full pressure, too. He had no stamina. What a crazy save. Now here come the Rangers the other way. No, they're offside. Fox trying to find somebody. No, that doesn't work out. Toropchenko's on a breakaway here for the Rangers, and he's denied by Greaves. He didn't even technically make the save, but he's denied nonetheless as we ice it there looking for Snuggerud. Nice stick check by Hudson. He's got Victor Eklund now on a breakaway. Snuggerud to Eklund, and he's denied by Shesterkin as he goes forehand there on the breakaway. We're still in the zone, still in the Rangers zone here. Eklund behind the net. Right here, he's got stamina. I'm going to try to go backhand here, and he does. Shane Wright makes it 2-0 here, a burst of speed. Seattle Kraken double their lead thanks to Shane Wright. Eklund and Hudson with the assist there, so Hudson with a 2-point night here in his Seattle Kraken debut. Up to Kamel, who wins the puck with Big Rig. He's got a breakaway as well. He's denied on the breakaway. Once again, trying to go backhand there. Zone 2. Eklund cuts inside with the shot. William Eklund had a nice opportunity there. Minute left here in the second. Kraken 2 goals in this period. They look to make it 3. Beniers in front. No, can't get the shot off. There's a body out in front anyways. Shane Pinto here. And that's going to do it. The Kraken jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the second period. One of the goals here, thanks to this rush here by Shane Wright, made it 2-0 after a first goal from Lane Hudson. Here we are for the third period here now. 16-4 in shots now. End up getting another shot. But, yeah, we're doing awesome in the offensive zone. So let's keep that up. 2-0 lead here to maintain. Add some more offensive pressure. And we do. William Eklund makes it 3-0 for the Seattle Kraken. 17 shots, 3 goals. What a game for us. Hudson steps off. Pinto with the shot that sneaks in. The Rangers get one back. Jet Greaves loses his shutout there. I believe that was the 6th shot he's faced, or 5th shot. Rangers get one back. Cooley pokes it right on the breakaway, right after the Rangers scored, and we don't capitalize, but how cool that would have been to get it right back, right off the draw. Oh, great stick. How did they not score? That was literally on the line. How did the Rangers not score that? I need to watch that replay. How does that not go in for the Rangers? We'll finish this play here, then we'll get to that replay. Let's watch this play because I need to understand what just happened. So he shoots it. Eklund's on the floor trying to block that shot. It goes under his stick. Greaves gives up the rebound. All right, so we have the puck here. He kind of shoots it, not really. It trickles it. I don't believe this. Did I just see that right? So look, he has the puck. It's going in. The teammate tries to steal the goal. Who is this? Toropchenko tries to steal the goal. And instead, he just prevents it from going in. He blocks it from going in. I don't watch. Well, he stops it from going in. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's staring right at him. Like, what the hell did you just do? This is hilarious to me. I don't know why. But, oh my god. This should be a 3-2 game. Toropchenko just took one off the board for us. Toropchenko, the honorary member here of the Kraken, because he just prevented a goal for us. Final minute here of the game here. Rangers do pull Shesterkin. Nicholas Lidstrom has it. It's definitely not Nicholas Lidstrom, but imagine. Given away here. Eklund has it. He gets hit off. Beniers tries to poke it. Behind the net for Frank. I'm actually going to go for this net. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. That actually almost ended up very badly for us. Let out to Eklund. Greenway. Toropchenko out in front. He's trying to make up for that play. All the way up to Beniers. He'll ice the game. See you later. The Seattle Kraken roll into town here. The defending Stanley Cup champs show why they are the Stanley Cup champs. Great performance from them. I'm going to add one more here. Henry Hudson, maybe. Oh, he almost had that out in front. A terrific Kraken debut for Lane Hudson. Gets the first goal of the season for us. And that's going to do it. The Seattle Kraken maintain the 4-1 win. And we move for the second game of the season here. And we do have a Stanley Cup final rematch between the Seattle Kraken and the Buffalo Sabres, the 2032 Stanley Cup final matchup. So let's actually simulate this game because I'm kind of curious how this is going to go here. We'll simulate the first period, 2-2 after 1, 4-3 after 2. So let's simulate the third period. Voronkov gets one. Cooley gets it back literally 3 seconds later. Wahlberg extends a lead. Yoki Haru a minute later makes it 7-4. And just like that, the Buffalo Sabres will win Game 6. Just kidding, of course, but a great matchup there nonetheless between the Sabres. They'll hand us our first loss of the season, 2 games in. And so let's simulate to the month of November here. We'll jump into a home game. Let's play against the Winnipeg Jets. So here we are, not the hottest start to our season that we could have, but an 8-7-2 record as we're going to jump into this simulation game here against the Winnipeg Jets, the 9-5-2 Winnipeg Jets. And the first 2 periods is not going to be great for us. Nathan McKinnon on the Jets there gets one. Matt Rempe, out of all players, gets a goal. I mean, yeah, that's not really ideal. We're going to jump into the third period like I mentioned. We are down by 4 goals. If we can come back, this is a miracle, but it's not looking too hot for us. Oh, a hot start there for the Jets. They're throwing on shots right away. Timo Meier looking for one. Caulfield up to Eklund. That's in Parek. Oh, what a shot. Didn't hit the net. That one trickles in. A backhand there by William Eklund. The comeback starts now. I don't know how that goes in, but it does. Eklund now 4th on the NHL points leaderboard. I guess technically tied for 2nd, just behind the Jets' own Nathan McKinnon. Here's Wright. Throws a shot. Up to Cooley. Kamel to Wright. Back to Kamel. He'll throw on a shot. That one's blocked out. Sent out, I should say. Back up to Kamel. Oh, nice move by Kamel. Oh, can he get the rebound? No, he can't. That was a nice little outside-inside move there by Joaquin Kamel. Victor Eklund tries to get a shot off. He really can't. Power with the one-timer, 104.3, and that one's going to be covered there by the Jets. Frank to Power with the shot. Eklund, rebound. Another rebound. He can't get it. Looking for a second goal of the game. I believe Adam Fox has the first goal of this game in the simulation. Cooley. I'm going to skate this in with Cooley. Nope, can't get it. Alright. Play back to Frank. He breaks his stick on the slab shot, and Holloway will clear Frank without a stick. Totally unlucky for us as we're down by 3. Eklund shields the puck. Trying to get that out in front. Really no option there. Eklund gets tied up on the draw. We look to start again here on the power play. Caulfield skates it himself. Gets a shot thrown on there. Okay, alright, not the best option there. As the Jets do clear once again. Great penalty kill here for the Winnipeg Jets so far. We'll send it up to Adam Fox. We'll rip a slap shot. Goes behind the net, can't win that. Jets once again clear. 30 seconds left. This is probably one of our last pushes as we don't even get the puck there. 20 seconds here left on the power play. Oh, out in front was Hudson. He couldn't get that in though. Jets clear, a successful penalty kill for them. There's nobody in the box. What? Okay. I try to play that up to Goyette. Minute left here. Really not much is happening. The Seattle Kraken will suffer a loss, unfortunately. Time winds down. The Winnipeg Jets come to Seattle and get 5 goals on us. It's a 5-2 final is what it's going to be. Unfortunately, I accidentally simulated a month farther than I usually do. I meant to simulate to December, and here we are in the middle of January, and we're not in the best position right now. 18-18-4, 40 points on the season in 40 games. Not ideal at all. We still have a lot of time. We still have a lot of room for improvement, but we need to start working on that now. Game time here in Detroit. We'll jump into the simulation for the first 2 periods. They will come out to a 3-2 lead thanks to Line, who gets 2 goals for them, and Larkin. Perek gets 1 for us, as well as Eklund. So we will jump into the 3rd period here and try to take home a win. Here we are for the 3rd period between the Red Wings and the Kraken. I put on those beautiful Centennial jerseys that they have. What a gorgeous jersey. As they start off here looking for offensive pressure. Who's that there? Marco Casper looking for options. As Dylan Larkin gets them on the board. I don't understand how that goes in. I actually don't understand this game at all. And the Red Wings get their 5th goal of the game. Barzal, the beautiful man, Matt Barzal. You're so sexy. I don't care if we're losing by this much. And as sexy as you are, Barzal, you should not be wearing 13 for Detroit. All right, yeah, not much to say here. Another disappointing loss for our Seattle Kraken as we give up another 5-goal game here. This time to the Red Wings. And we're just gonna have to move on. Simulates to the month of February against the Ducks. An 18-19-4 record for us. We need to turn this around. We need to do something. All right, here we are to our game against the Ducks here in February. We did make up some points because we do have 55 points here. We actually do have a positive winning record now. We're just only 4 points behind the Golden Knights. So this is a very important divisional matchup here against the Ducks. We can overtake them for 2nd place with a win here tonight. And just a quick reminder, by the way, look at the bottom of the Pacific Division. The Calgary Flames, we do maintain their 1st round pick this season. Just a little side note there. So without further ado, let's simulate the first 2 periods here against the Ducks. We do have a 2-1 lead here. Hildeby in net for the Ducks. Cooley and Fox getting the 2 goals there. Without further ado, let's jump into the 3rd period here. Let's maintain the lead at home. Here we go now for the 3rd period against the Ducks. We're underway. 2-1 lead here. Went with the very nice stealth mode jerseys once again. Oh, not the best thing to do there. Not the best thing to do to let it out. What am I doing? Carlson out in front. Denied. Greaves lets it out. Ooh, Seneca couldn't put it in there. Greaves, no, lets it out. Almost puts it in his own net. All right, let's lock in, please. Kamel skates in, just tucks it in. Joaquin Kamel with backhand beauty, tucks it in the net. And this is a 3-1 game. I don't know how that goes in. Let's go. A huge goal for us as that somehow does go in. A 2-goal cushion for us now. Let's maintain it. Keep it up. Victor Ekelund now. Looking across to Snuggerud. We can't get him. Frank throws on a shot. Almost tipped in there by Snuggerud. Goyette. The Ducks. Anyways, the Ducks do get one out in front. And with 4 minutes left, just a little under 4 minutes left, kind of 3 minutes left, the Ducks have a 1-goal deficit. We still have the lead though. Correct. Nice move. Turns around. Can't get the shot off. Ducks pull their goalie here, looking for the tying goal, but they will fall offsides. Draw here. Not in the offensive zone for them. Out to Power. We can't clear it. 2-on-1 now. Fox gets a good stick on it. Almost goes off his body and in. Oh, getting nervous out in front here. All the way up to right, up to Cooley, who should put this game away. He's blocked by Zellweger. Big hit there by Fox. He can't get the puck. One last rush for the Ducks. Good save by Greaves. We'll get it out. The Seattle Kraken do win this game here. A little bit of a nail-biter at the end with the Ducks getting a goal. 3 minutes left, but we do maintain the win. And an absolutely huge one as we now jump to second place in the Pacific Division. Alright, so we'll simulate to the trade deadline here. I really doubt that we'll make any deadline moves, but we'll see where we are in the standings at that point. Here we are at the trade deadline. Let's look at our best available options. Dustin Wolf there at 31 years of age. We definitely could use a goaltending boost. We'll see if the price is right, but honestly, not too many moves are going to be made by us here, if any. Do I give up a first-round pick for Wolf? I kind of want to see if this trade goes through. I highly doubt it, but the Calgary Flames do want to give up Dustin Wolf here. We'll offer a second and a third and Prokop, who was our, I believe, 5th-round pick this season. 2nd-round pick. I apologize. Let's send that over. They will reject. What other picks do we have? So we do have a first-round pick of our own. We do have Calgary's first-round pick, which they kind of suck. So if we take, Wolf off their hands, I think that would make this better. I do kind of want to explore that option there. I think a first-round pick, 1-for-1, should go through. Maybe we'll throw in Decord. Let's see if we can get away with this. We're gonna do a first-round pick from this season and Joey Decord for Dustin Wolf. Let's submit that over. And they are going to accept. So we do have a new starting goalie here in Seattle. Dustin Wolf, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. As he does have 1 year left on his contract, we will have to work on getting him re-signed right away. Reigning Stanley Cup champions add on. They bolster their team even more. I want 3 years. Okay, he only wants 2 years after. So that would take him till he's 34 pretty much because he has 1 year after this. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it'd probably be 33. All right, we're going to offer 7.45 for Dustin Wolf here. 2 years, no clause. And he will accept right away, so that's huge. An immediate extension, and he accepts our offer. We do have a new starting goalie here. As you can see, our tandem now is Dustin Wolf and Jet Greaves. Obviously, Jet Greaves, as the starter, brought us to the Stanley Cup, and a Conn Smythe, of course. But to add an even better player like Wolf, we can only imagine what we're going to do. I think we only have Western opponents for the rest of the season. Yeah. All right, let's play the Blues here. Both of the wildcard spots are in the Central. All right, so we're kind of in a predicament here because we have 74 points, 34, 31, and 6, which is not terrible, but the Central Division does have both of the wild card spots on their side. So we will have to fight for a central spot here, and we'll do that against the Blues. All right, and there it is. We jump off to a 3-0 lead in the second period against the Blues. I would really say we don't even have to jump into the third. I think we're pretty confident in winning this game, and that's what we do. Lane Hudson gets our insurance goal there after Vin Ryan puts in 2 of his own. The Kraken win 4-2. Let's move on. We'll simulate to the top of the month here. We have a couple games. We have 4 games there where we could make a statement. We get a win against the Kings. We do play the Oilers and the Blues once again. We do lose to the Oilers. And we do win against the Blues. They do get an overtime win, though. And we do get another overtime win against the Flames. So where does that put us? 82 points. And that's 1 spot behind a wild card spot of the Minnesota Wild. So, yeah, we are currently fighting the Minnesota Wild. We don't play them this season. We'll simulate the next 2 games or so. We'll play it one by one from there. Tough loss against the Avs. We can't be dropping games this late into the season. The Wild have a 3-point gap in front of us. 82 points for the Seattle Kraken. It's not looking good here. Another simulation against the Ducks. Okay, we do get a 6-0 win there. We're still in this. The Wild do have a game in hand, though. I wonder if we can get eliminated with a loss here against the Sharks. I think we do. Okay, we do hold on. We do hold on. The Wild have yet to clinch a spot. We're 2 points behind them now. Equal amount of games played. I can't believe this. The reigning Stanley Cup champions with a crazy squad like this, scratching and clawing for a final playoff spot here. This could come down to the final game of the season. We hope that's not the case. We'll jump into the simulation against the Golden Knights. The Wild do get a win here, so we need a win here or else we're done. First period, 2-1 lead for the Knights. Second period, still the same. Let's jump in here. Yeah, we'll jump into the third period against the Knights. Try to salvage our season. Seattle Kraken on verge of not making the Stanley Cup playoffs after winning the Stanley Cup last season. All right, Caulfield cuts inside. Hudson with the one-timer. Goes wide. Parek with another one-timer. That's blocked. Another slap shot. Montembeault comes all the way out. And he'll cover. Cross-checking penalty here on the Golden Knights. We have the opportunity to tie this game here. Very late into the game. Very late into our season as well. Sebastian Aho on the draw for them. Gets Eklund. He wins it. Eklund. Fox with the shot. That's blocked. Looking for Kapokako out in front. Fox to Hudson now. The power play. Quarterback gives it away. What is that? I tried passing it out in front. He passed it off the boards. Almost gave them a goal there. Thankfully, Wolf bails us out on the breakaway. There's Caulfield. Skates out in front. Tries to make a move. Can't get it. Oh, looking for right. I'm not playing too hot here on this power play. Especially with our season pretty much on the line here. Aho clears it out. Frank circles with it. Kamel with a backhand. He's denied. They want to fight. We're not going to fight. Oh, somebody's down, and it's Frank. Pedro Frank is down. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah. Big hit there by Doc. To power here to Eklund. 2 minutes left to try to get one back. We'll circle around. Fox on the one-timer. Denied there by Montembeault. A minute left on the season for us. I think I've lost as many games in this episode as I have had in any episode I mean, this is incredible, but we still have time to salvage this. 40 seconds left. Caulfield turns, makes a move. Denied there by Montembeau. Full pressure now for the Kraken. Catton with a shot. He's denied. Plays physical. Trying to win that puck back. He does for the Kraken. Correct. Caulfield. I should have pulled the goalie. I don't know why I didn't do that. Full pressure here. Goalie pulled. 10 seconds left. The Knights should clear. Marner up to Aho, and he's going to bury our season. Sebastian Aho and the Golden Knights do win the game. And the defending Stanley Cup champions will miss the playoffs. Seattle Kraken season comes to an end here. A very disappointing season nonetheless. A great squad we've built around here. I mean, there's just no excuse for us to not be in the playoffs. Let's focus now on the draft, free agency, the offseason. That's our main focus. We come back, we build up, and we get stronger for next season. We'll simulate the final game against the Calgary Flames. We actually do need a win here. We do need the Flames to lose this game, as they do maintain our first pick, as of course they do defeat us. Do they fall? Oh, of course. They actually jumped from last in the division now all the way to 6th. All right, that sucks for us, actually. That's actually the worst thing that probably could have happened there. So the Canucks now are in last in the division. And knowing my luck, they'll probably win the draft lottery. So we'll see what happens. 86 points for the Kraken here. Our leading point scorer, William Eklund, with 81 points. Cole Caulfield, 48 goals. He almost had a 50-goal season like he did in real life. All right, so yeah, that's the Stanley Cup final matchup. The Blackhawks and the Devils. Stanley Cup final is the Blackhawks versus the Devils. The Blackhawks currently up to a 3-2 lead, and they will be the Stanley Cup champions. Cale Makar takes home another Stanley Cup to his collection. Let's look at our awards on the season. There it is, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Stanley Cup champions. Willie Nylander takes home the Art Ross. 5 straight years of Maple Leafs taking home the Art Ross. And it's Willie Nylander who's going to bring it home this year. He'll take home the Hart as well. That's not anybody you ever really see win the Hart in the simulation in NHL, in franchise mode really. But yeah, good for him. Willie Nylander takes home the Hart. 5 straight years, pure domination of Cale Makar, who takes home the Norris Trophy. Just pure domination. 4 Lady Bings for Nylander in the last 5 years. Robbins there takes home the Calder for the Ducks. Conn Smythe goes to Bedard. Sam Ersson takes home the Vezina. And just look at those previous winners. I know I mentioned this before, but what a crazy list of names. Ersson, Skinner, Lankinen, Hill, and Thompson. It's like you just threw 5 random goalie names into a hat and said that's your Vezina winner. Spencer Knight gets the Jennings for the 2nd year in a row with Nico Dawes. Selke once again goes to Matthews, 3 straight years. Ted Lindsay to Nylander, and the Rocket Richard to Austin Matthews. Yeah, so a successful year for the Leafs in terms of trophies here, obviously, except for the Stanley Cup, as they do fall in the conference final there. Okay, so the Seattle Kraken do jump to 8th overall after acquiring the 1st-round pick from the Calgary Flames. Calgary does go to 11th overall with our pick, so we did have a pick swap there, obviously, with the Dustin Wolf trade. So we would have had the 11th and the 8th, but obviously it's just the 8th for us. And if Vancouver didn't take the last spot on the last day of the season, we actually would have had the 6th overall pick. So that's that. The New York Rangers win the draft lottery, and here we are for the draft. Willie Nylander! What? At the top of his game, Willie Nylander says goodbye to the game. This man is probably the best player in hockey right now, and he calls it quits. That's insane. Willie Nylander, after a 116-point season, says goodbye to the game. Why is he so good in this simulation? I don't understand. That's crazy. He's never had a 100-point season in his life. In the simulation, he goes 121 points. Has all these 100-point seasons, and at the very peak of his career, calls it quits. Absolutely incredible. Almost 1,000 assists for him. He's more than a point per game player. I don't even know if he's like that in real life. Pasternak as well. He's actually, we saw him there with the Knights. He was 91 overall. He calls it quits as well. It made me go back. Okay, we couldn't even see the rest of the players. Here we are at the NHL draft. The Rangers have the first overall pick. We'll see our draft options here as we have the 8th overall pick. So we're looking around this area. The first overall pick goes to the Rangers. They're going to take Levasseur. I definitely mispronounced that, but that is a very French-Canadian name there for Sylvain Levasseur with the first overall pick. Medium elite defenseman, Damsky and Andreoff to the Islanders. Hold on, we'll take a timeout here. He's a medium elite sniper, and he's a gem. Alright, so we do have 2 minutes to make that trade. Let's make that offer here. Are they going to want? We'll offer, obviously, the 8th pick. That's going to not be enough. So we have the 8th pick drawn in. Will the 7th pick do it? 7th round pick? Probably not, right? Yeah, no shot. We can still trade for him, though. You know what I mean? Hedican there, a 78 overall. Let's see his potential. I think we might just have to bite the bullet here. Honestly, they're very. Okay, a 7th round pick on top of that as well gets the deal done. We do have Hedican on our team after he was drafted immediately to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So now the Tampa Bay Lightning are back on the clock here, the 8th overall pick. So they realistically, they dropped down 4 spots for a 2nd round pick for next season. So I'm actually just kind of curious who they take with that 8th overall selection. Okay, they get themselves a top 4 defenseman. So it works out for us, right? Because we get a forward, they get a defenseman. I don't know if they need a defenseman. But, yeah. At the 11th pick there, take Renkowitz. So I think that wasn't too shabby for us trading our 11th pick. We'll simulate to our 2nd round pick here. Connor Pietrangelo here for our 2nd round selection. He's the only player that's really scouted for us. So Connor Pietrangelo, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. A medium top 9 forward there. Top available option, which is Colton Legacy. We'll take him with our selection here. A medium top 9 forward once again. Take the risk on the low elite. I think we do this late into the draft. Why not? Topi Koskinen, welcome to the Seattle Kraken. And he's a low top 9 forward. So that's going to do it for our draft. We did trade our 7th round pick. And we do get Hedican there from the Lightning, who wasn't really officially our pick. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow the socials. And of course, let's go Kraken.